Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes Reacts. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
I am Office Bloke Daz.
And collectively we are the Office Blokes.
We are indeed.
Indeed we are.
Make YouTube videos sometimes, don't we?
Make YouTube videos, and also we have a Patreon site now which has gone live. Exclusive videos and content.
How would I find that?
You go to patreon.com and then put in Office Blokes
Reacts.
or Office Blokes Reacts. I think it'll come up anyway. Get on there. Cheap rates. Absolute bargain.
Cheap rates.
Well, great quality content.
As the price.
Anyway.
Yeah. Our bottom tier is £1.5 English pounds of the Queen's money
Per month.
or 2 of your Yankee dollars, aren't they?
What is it? What would it pay in Singapore?
In Singapore, you would you'd exchange it for favours. On that note, we're going to do a bit of Louis CK. I've had a lot of requests for Louis CK. I've heard a bit of him.
I've seen him plenty.
I've never watched a lot.
I used to watch his show.
I started hearing a bit of him just before he had a bit of a scandal, and then all of a sudden people stopped going on about him. So sharing.
I used to watch him a lot on TV.
Yeah.
So I know a lot about Louis CK. He's a very funny guy.
I've never heard of him at all. Not even heard of his name before. So completely new to me.
Yeah.
He's kind of what I would look like if I really gave up and went bald a bit.
Not far. About 3 years. He looks about 3 years off you there, Dave.
Not long to go then.
On that note, let's get into it.
Everybody has a competition in their brain of good thoughts and bad thoughts. Hopefully the good thoughts win. For me, I always have both. I have like the thing I believe, the good thing. That's the thing I believe. And then there's this thing. And I don't believe it, but it is there. It's always this thing and then this thing. It's become a category in my brain that I call, of course, but maybe. I'll give you an example. Okay, like of course, children who have nut allergies need to be protected. Of course. We have to segregate their food from nuts, have their medication available at all times, and anybody who manufactures or serves food needs to be aware of deadly nut allergies. Of course. But maybe if touching a nut kills you, you're supposed to die. Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. Jesus. I have a nephew who has that. I'd be devastated if something happened to him. But maybe, maybe, if we all just do this for 1 year, we're done with nut allergies forever. No, of course not. Of course, if you're fighting for your country and you get shot or hurt, it's a terrible tragedy. Of course. Of course. But maybe if you pick up a gun and go to another country and you get shot, it's not that weird. Maybe if you get shot by the dude you were just shooting at, it's a tiny bit your fault. Of course, slavery is the worst thing that ever happened. Listen, you all clapped for dead kids with the nuts. For kids dying from nuts, you applauded. So you're in this with me now, do you understand? You don't get to cherry pick. Those kids did nothing to you. Of course, slavery is the worst thing that ever happened. Of course it is. Every time it's happened. Black people in America, Jews in Egypt, every time a whole race of people has been enslaved, it's a terrible, horrible thing. Of course. But maybe maybe every incredible human achievement in history was done with slaves. Every single thing where you go, how did they build those pyramids? They just threw human death and suffering at them until they were finished. How did we traverse the nation with a railroad so quickly? We just threw Chinese people in caves and blew them up and didn't give a shit what happened to them. There's no end to what you can do when you don't give a fuck about particular people. You can do anything. That's where human greatness comes from, is that we're shitty people, that we fuck others over. Even today, how do we have this amazing microtechnology? Because the factory where they're making these, they jump off the fucking roof because it's a nightmare in there. You really have a choice. You can have candles and horses and be a little kinder to each other, or let someone suffer immeasurably far away just so you can leave a mean comment on YouTube while you're taking a shit.
Funny comment at the end, that.
Yeah.
Because that's true.
I was actually thinking halfway through that, I was like, it's just an iPhone, isn't it? That's pretty much what he's talking about.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I like him.
He's good. Funny guy. Funny guy.
He did have a TV show. I actually think it was called CK or Louis CK or something like that.
Yeah.
It was just named after him.
Is it
like
just him?
Yeah.
He was like a single parent, from what I remember years ago, but a single parent split up from his missus.
Yeah.
Trying on the date scene and all that in the New York City date scene.
It's hard enough in Northwich.
Dave's available on Grindr. Sorry, Tinder. Anyway, hope you guys like that too. Don't forget, like and subscribe, hit the bell, and don't forget Patreon. We do have a Patreon channel now.
Yep.
Where we need the support to grow the channel. We're growing very quickly.
Yep.
And hopefully you're going to stay with us and join the journey.
Yeah.
So we'll see you on the next one.
And one thing Patreon does do is it guarantees your request.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? Because we're getting a million requests now. It's hard to keep up. If you guaranteed one us to react to your video.
And it's less than a cup of coffee.
Yep.
But maybe. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. See you later.